Okay, so it's steering time. I'm going to try and use the original dashboard there and try and use the original hole for where the steering column was. I want to keep it because it's got a nice little radio there, look. Oh, lovely. But yeah, if I can arrange it sort of just right with a couple of UJs, I might be able to pull it off and then sort of bring the steering column down this narrow little gap and then hopefully end up somewhere in the front here. So, funnily enough, removing this link has actually helped in a way because it gives us a bit more room to put the steering there, so... Yahtzee! Alright, so now that's in place, I'm going to start building the steering column up through this tiny little pocket of space here by the engine, and start building that up through the dash, and then build like a tower here to carry the bearing at the top there for the steering wheel. Woo! Okay, so the only bearings I've got left to support the shaft here, the steering shaft at the bottom here, are these big 20mm pillow block bearings. So I'm going to try and modify these to sort of squidge them in there, and hopefully that'll work. Aha! Another improper use of a bearing. Excellent. Right, so I've got the little steering arm, little drop link thing back in there, and that is working just a job. I've got pretty much full steer on the knuckles there. I managed to get a little bit more out of it even. We very nearly touches there, and just the same on the other side. And yeah, that is just the job. But now I think before I finish off making the steering column and seeing where that's going to end up, sort of thing, I'm going to finish off mounting the seat and actually putting it on its wheels a minute so I can set it on the floor. Then I can sit in the seat and see where I want the steering wheel to end up. So yeah, let's do that in a minute. them welds off, drill 4 holes where I've marked this line here, and then I can use that to drill into the wheel. Perfect. Right, so this is my front hub assembly, or this is the plate where the studs will go through, and this is what the bearings will rest on. The bearings will actually rest on that surface there. It goes in there, and then this makeshift spline, aka a impact socket, will fit in there. I won't push it all the way because I can't get it out again, but yeah, it'll go in there and then weld in around the bottom, and then I'm going to drill several holes in between where the bearings will sit, drill several holes around there, and then actually tack weld or spot weld around there to fix that in there, and hopefully that'll be strong enough. Oh guys, come on baby. Oh, 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 oh. Look at that. Hey, it's not bad for a Thursday. Right, so they went quite nicely actually. That one is, yeah, very nice. Look, this goes to show the stick welder hasn't had its day yet. Alright, that's looking quite nice. Now I've got the 2 front hubs on, I can measure between them the distance from the outside face to the outside face, and then I can make the rear axle and cut the rear axle just the same sort of thing. So yeah, let's do that in a minute. Alright, so that joint fits in there pretty snug, and that ends up pretty much dead in the middle, look. So I think I'm going to make a plate for this bearing to bolt onto in a minute, and then just chuck a bit of framework in there down to these other two down there sort of thing. Alright, that's gone pretty well as well. That's just some bits of 20mm box tacked together, welded onto the main frame there. And yeah, look at it, perfectly through the hole there. Just the job. So I just worked a bit of strengthening into the frame there around the engine. I just wanted to get that out of the way so I could make sure the engine actually fits with that strength in. Now that's done, I can chuck the engine back in and start working on the brakes and the gear linkage. So that's the gear selector in place, if you can see through there. Sort of nudge that up and down with your foot, get your foot under there. And that seems to work. He just ties into that original rod there. A little heim joint on, short little link. And yeah. Alright, so that's the brake mechanism in there. Just welded that rod together there, shortened him up a bit. Seems to work. Let's mount the caliper. So that is the brakes done, which is pretty much the rolling chassis done, bar a couple of little bits. But I'm probably going to leave it there this time, guys. Next episode I should be able to get it running, just get the exhaust on there, get the carb on there, and then should be going for a test drive. But yeah, if you like what you see, if you want some more, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you later. So if you've watched all the way to the end of this video, there's a fair chance you're into these sort of Power Wheels things at the moment. So there's another channel just started up called Build, Ride, Repeat, and he's just started on Power Wheels. sort of front engine jobby, suspension, tube frame and all that. So yeah, check that out. Thanks for watching, please subscribe and like, and I'll catch you later.